Hey everyone, welcome back. After diving deep into our theories about Fromm and Severance, it's time to turn our attention to Yellowstone. In today's video, we're breaking down what happened in episode 11 and what might be in store for episode 12. Get ready, because things are heating up. Judging by the sneak peek for the next episode, it seems like Beth and Case are gearing up for some serious payback. And if you thought Sarah Atwood's death was the end, think again. It's just the beginning. Who was Sarah Atwood and why did she have to go? For those who may need a refresher, Sarah Atwood was a representative from Market Equities who came into the picture to stir up trouble for the Dutton family. She almost succeeded when Jamie Dutton came dangerously close to impeachment. But it was her role in John Dutton's assassination that made her a target, especially after her plan to stage his suicide almost worked. So, it wasn't long before Sarah found herself in a deadly confrontation. After an argument with Jamie, Sarah was driving away from his house when a car pulled up alongside her at a stoplight. The person in the car pretended to ask for directions before pulling out a weapon and ending her life. Who's behind Sarah's death in Yellowstone? 3 theories we can't ignore. Theory 1. Beth Dutton's need for revenge. Beth Dutton immediately comes to mind as a potential mastermind behind Sarah's death. Let's be real. Beth and Sarah were never going to be best friends. After Sarah played a role in the plot to destroy Beth's family, particularly in her involvement in John's staged suicide, it wouldn't be surprising to learn that Beth was behind her murder. Sure, Jamie may be Beth's top target, but Sarah had a hand in betraying her family, making her a prime candidate for payback. Is it that far-fetched? Not really. Beth has proven she'll do whatever it takes to protect her family, no matter how extreme. And Sarah's murder, that would be nothing compared to the chaos Beth has stirred up in the past. Could Kevin Costner return as John Dutton in Season 5, Part 2? After Kevin Costner's exit from Yellowstone ahead of Season 5, Part 2, the show killed off John Dutton, but he still appears in flashbacks. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Dawn Olivieri, who played Sarah, hinted that Beth could be behind Sarah's death. She mentioned, "I always knew my character's death was coming. We got what we wanted. I think everyone's happy the train station." This could suggest Beth's involvement in Sarah's murder, making her a top suspect. Theory 2, the hitman Sarah hired to kill John. Another possibility is that the very same assassins Sarah hired to take down John Dutton may have turned on her. After all, during episode 11, we saw Grant, the man Sarah dealt with to organize John's death, watching news coverage of the reopened investigation into his death. Perhaps the hitman grew nervous about the public scrutiny and decided to eliminate Sarah before she could talk. But here's the issue with that theory. Sarah's murder was sloppy and out in the open at a stoplight, unlike the meticulous planning that went into John's staged suicide. The 2 deaths don't seem to match, which leaves room for the possibility that someone else was behind Sarah's killing. Theory 3, Market Equities might have wanted her gone. Lastly, we can't rule out the possibility that Market Equities, the company Sarah worked for, may have decided to clean up their mess by taking her out. After the investigation into John's death was reopened, Market Equities executives might have feared their involvement in the assassination would be exposed. To protect the company, they could have ordered Sarah's death, distancing themselves from her actions. Market Equities would stop at nothing to preserve their plans in Montana, and if they suspected Sarah might be a liability, removing her could have been their only option to avoid total ruin. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a ton, and we'd really appreciate your support as we grow. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think was behind Sarah Atwood's death? See you in the next video.